All right, real quick, we got the grill going. I got some fish. This is some swai that I thawed out. So we're gonna put it on the grill as well, just kind of while everything else is cooking. Got the country style ribs on, running about 278. So should be a good addition to, palate cleanser. So one of the things I'm gonna make sure everybody knows I'm using is some of the different seasonings, something that goes well with seafood. You notice I'm putting it down so when I flip it, you got a little area there. First thing I do is just kind of, you notice I got some wax paper in the bottom of this pan, so that way when I get ready to clean up, everything's kind of easy to clean. This is just some extra virgin olive oil. Just kind of rub this in. For fish, you don't need a heavy binder like sometimes the meats or whatever. So I just use a little bit of olive oil, just kind of rub this in, or avocado oil or whatever oil you got. And this is on the back side. We're gonna do a little something different on the front side. For the most part, I'm using, as everybody know, Everglades makes a fish and chicken seasoning. So I would say I'm using about 2 tablespoons if you had to measure this out for the amount I'm using. You don't want to do a lot, you just want to do enough to taste. And you definitely don't want to dry it out. Another thing that I just found that was new, this lemon butter garlic. So again, I go with this dehydrated butter. So that's going to keep it moist as well. I'd say I'm being pretty liberal with this, but if you want to do the measuring in a bowl or something, you want to put at least 3 to 4 teaspoons, because it's not going to hurt you. It's going to give you a lot of flavor. And again, this is on the back side. And last but not least, a little bit of the Tabitha Brown. I like this because it has the pineapple and the mango in it, and it just gives an island flair to the fish, especially when it's grilled. So this is it don't take a whole lot. We're just gonna pat that in a little bit. All right. So now once we flip, like I said, we're gonna do something a little different on this top side. This is the cooking side right here. Gonna do something a little different. Get all these flipped over. There you go. Got something, my rack. Yeah, I like using the rack, so instead of putting it directly on the grill, so if I need to maneuver some things, I can maneuver pretty easily. All right, so instead of going back with the olive oil, I've got some room temperature, just some garlic spread, just some room temp garlic spread that I'm going to use. We're just going to paint the tops of this. So, again, that's butter. That's a whole compound that I've kind of mixed up with some different chives and different aromatics in it as well. And so, not really a measurement here, but more or less you just want to coat the fish, so when it's cooking on top, this keeps it moist and all of that. All right. Okay, so got that all buttered real quick. Coming back on with on the top side, with a little bit of the Everglades seafood seasoning. It's gonna make a real good crust. Come over the top with our Tabitha Brown. With that garlic, ginger, pineapple, mango. Again, salt free. I don't like to use 2 different salting agents. And again, this is my top. I'm going a little heavier so that, you know, when it crushed up a little bit, there's a little flakiness about it, you know, and those little parts is gonna, you know, meld with that garlic butter that we put on there. Again, I'll go back with just a little bit of the lemon garlic, not much. We got a couple of fresh lemons we're gonna put on top here anyway. Last but not least, I'm just gonna, I like a little bit of black pepper, you know, that coarse black pepper that's gonna go across and give a little bit of bite to it, just a little bit of a bite. And on a few of these, a little rosemary, dehydrated rosemary. On about half of them. Sometimes kids, everybody don't like it, but you know, I do. So this is my half over here. All right, we're gonna do this kind of quick. My rack. Going in, put it right on cool side. Close down. I'm gonna light on a little bit. See it starting to kind of get a little color on there. So on my country style ribs, so I'll give them one little spritz of that apple juice, and that's it. All right, we're gonna close it down, leave it alone.